This is Engadget. Here's what's happening in the world of technology. Today is November 15th. Amazon could announce sweeping layoffs as early as this week, according to the New York Times. The company reportedly plans to cut approximately 10,000 corporate employees, with staff at its consumer-facing devices division among those who are likely to be affected by the move. Amazon employs approximately 1.5 million people globally. If the company moves forward with the cuts as reported, they would affect about 3% of its corporate workforce and would represent the largest reorganization in Amazon's nearly 30-year history. Amazon did not immediately respond to Engadget's request for comment. Mass layoffs have been a frequent occurrence in the U.S. tech sector in recent weeks. On November 9th, Facebook parent company Meta cut about 13% of its workforce, a move that saw more than 11,000 people lose their jobs at the social media giant. Before that, Twitter was decimated after Elon Musk ordered a 50% reduction of the company's headcount. Over the weekend, the company also let go of most of its contract workers. Smaller firms like Lyft and Snap have laid off employees in recent months as well. For Amazon, the planned layoffs are reflective of the company's changing fortunes. Thanks to early pandemic lockdown measures, the retail giant experienced record growth and went on a hiring spree that saw its workforce double. In recent months, however, the company has seen growth slow due to a combination of mounting costs and the return of in-person shopping. The company recently posted a $2 billion loss and froze hiring at its corporate offices. And if you've had to deal with a rash of fake Xbox Live accounts in recent times, you're far from alone. Microsoft has published its first-ever Xbox Transparency Report, and it's now clear the company is banning or otherwise cracking down on bots. The company says it issued over 4.33 million proactive enforcements, that is, taking action without user reports, against fake and compromised accounts in the first half of 2022. That represented 57% of the enforcement actions over the 6-month span, and a 9-fold surge in the amount of proactive efforts versus the same period a year ago. Microsoft was previously pouring most of its energy into reactive enforcement, responses to gamer reports, and taking fewer actions as a whole. The company issued 2.24 million reactive enforcements in the second half of 2021 and just 461,000 proactive measures. Other violations were relatively few and far between. Adult content led to just 199,000 proactive enforcements, while fraud, harassment, and other abuses each had fewer than 100,000 actions. It won't surprise you to hear that most of Microsoft's 33.08 million user-prompted crackdowns focused on toxic players. Enforcement was equally dominated by reports of cheating and other poor conduct, 43%, and abusive communication, 46%. Just 11% of enforcements were tied to user-made content, like offensive nicknames and screenshots. Thankfully, there appear to be fewer overall incidents. Microsoft received 59.65 million reports in the last half of 2020. Don't count on winning an appeal if you think Microsoft made a mistake. Out of more than 151,000 case appeals during the period, just 6%, about 9,250, led to reinstatements. You can expect a new Xbox Transparency Report every 6 months from now onward. There doesn't appear to be equivalent reports for the equivalent Nintendo and Sony online services. Still, this may be good news if you've wondered about Xbox Live's problem areas and whether or not Microsoft is taking bots seriously. If you want to catch the latest tech news as it's happening, check out Engadget.com or tune in again every weekday.
Spoken Layer.